This essay example, as well as thousands of others, is available in text format on our website for free and without registration. Simply Google Ivy Panda Free Essays.
Introduction. Science field trips are essential in promoting science and scientific literacy. Learners gain scientific literacy and can apply science taught in the classroom to daily life. However, many students do not achieve scientific literacy, which is not enough to enable them to compete effectively in the scientific world. To achieve this competency, field trips are necessary because they enable the learner to transfer knowledge gained in class to the real world. Fuller states fieldwork may incorporate field teaching, field trips, and field research or field camps. This paper will endeavor to look at actual science field trips and alternative science field trips. In addition, the paper will look at the advantages and critiques of each type of field trip. Actual field trips. Actual field trips are essential for learning. They involve the learners and their instructors or teachers. They visit environments or sites that provide students with an opportunity to learn as directed by the curriculum. For example, in Portugal, an actual field study was conducted in the gold mines of Castromil. Advantages of actual field trips. They add a variety to the instruction methods used by teachers. This motivates the students and prepares them for lifelong learning. Actual field trips are necessary because they help bridge the gap between informal and formal learning. They connect the topics learned in class to the real world. Therefore, learning becomes meaningful. In addition, students get a chance to experience things and environments that they might not encounter otherwise. More importantly, field trips give learners sensory input that they connect with different learning modes. This enables them to get meaning from the experience. Critique of actual field trips. Fields are sometimes criticized due to the lack of proper tour guides. Some of the tour guides on field trips are of poor quality, and the information they give to the learners is suspect because some are not authorities in the particular fields. In addition, some teachers have been accused of organizing field trips that have no educational value. Field trips are also subject to logistic challenges. These challenges might be scheduling problems. Students may spend a lot of time visiting sites or factories only to fail to access them due to a lack of proper scheduling. Organizing a field trip requires time for preparation so that it can be successful. This time is lacking due to the big load on the curriculum, and many things are bound to go wrong when a field trip is arranged without adequate time. Some field trips may fail to achieve their objectives if there are crowded classes. This means that some of the learners on the trip will not get an opportunity to learn, and some students may end up wandering. Alternative field trips. Educational technology has advanced dramatically. This has led to trips to other science fields. For instance, multimedia formats like virtual reality make virtual science field trips possible. Actual field trips have many challenges, and this has led to alternative science fields to try to make up for their shortcomings. Some of the alternatives are virtual field trips, broadcasts, electronic media formats, and print. For instance, in a subject like geography, a teacher can provide the learners with a picture of a geographical area to show physical features. In addition, learners can watch a video about the area to better understand the subject. Advantages of alternative field trips. Using software applications, students interact with environments and worlds that would otherwise be inaccessible. Virtual science field trips enable students to do science experiments that are dangerous, very costly, or impossible to access. These virtual trips give students with disabilities an opportunity to experience field trips at a pace that is convenient and enable them to go to places that they would normally not be able to access. For example, students can take virtual trips inside an active volcano. Students can learn more on a virtual field trip as they can focus more than on an actual field trip. This is because teachers have more control and can monitor the students to ensure they learn. Furthermore, Teachers can tailor-make the virtual fields to meet the particular needs of their learners by matching them with the curriculum in an effective manner. Virtual field trips are affordable as on may only require a connection to the internet. They are also safe as the learners do not require going out of school to study where they may be exposed to danger. Critique of alternative field trips. Virtual field trips are very economical and contribute greatly to science learning. However, virtual field trips have some disadvantages. First, there can be poor preparation by the teachers or instructors, which leads to inaccurate information. Sometimes, the teachers do not have enough time to show the learners how to use technology, and hence, the learners may not benefit much from the field trip. Some teachers have also replaced actual field trips with virtual field trips completely. This is not good because virtual trips are supposed to function in conjunction with actual field trips that give learners a real experience. Conclusion. For a field trip to be successful, adequate preparation is necessary to ensure that the trip is beneficial. This will enhance the students' learning by promoting their understanding of science. Teachers should ensure that the tour guides are credible so that their learners are given credible information. More importantly, field studies should be carried out because out-of-school learning enhances the learning process. Did you like this science field trips, advantages, and critiques sample? To get more works like this one, make sure to check out the free database of academic paper examples at ivypanda.com. You will find thousands of samples for all your study needs without even having to register.